Good morning, students. Welcome to the video lecturing on BSc third sem mathematics. This is the third session on the Riemann integration. So in this session we are going to study some more theorems on Riemann integration. In the previous session we have studied three theorems. Today let us take the fourth theorem. So if statement of this theorem, if f is a function from a comma b to r and g is a function from a comma b to r are bounded functions and p belongs to p of a comma b, then upper Riemann sum of, that is up of f plus g is less than or equals to upf plus upg, lpf plus g is greater than or equals to lpf plus lpg, and wpf plus g is less than or equals to wpf plus wpg. Let us take the proof here. Let p be a partition. Let us divide this interval a comma b in n subintervals. That is here, let us divide this into partition as x0, which is equals to a, x1, x2, etc. up to xn, which is equals to b. Be any partition of the closed interval a comma b. Since f comma g are bounded on a comma b, this implies here f plus g is also bounded on a comma b. So let mr dash and capital Mr dash be the infimum and supremum of f on the subinterval ir is equals to xr minus 1 comma xr. So we know supremum means maximum value, infimum means minimum value in this interval. So here let us take here this is about the function f. Similarly, let us take we have one more function. So mr double dash comma mr double capital Mr double dash be the infimum and supremum of g on ir. So g on ir. Similarly, mr capital small mr and capital Mr be the infimum and supremum of the function f plus g on ir. So here we have categorized this one as for the function f, for the function g, and for the function f plus g. So let us take here first one, small mr dash and capital Mr dash. Sorry, here both are supremum only. Mr dash and Mr double dash are supremum of f and g on ir. So we know here f of x is always less than or equal to supremum here. So we know this, and it is greater than or equals to infimum. So f of x is less than or equals to capital Mr and g of x is less than or equals to Mr double dash for all x belongs to ir. This implies here f of x plus g of x is always less than or equals to Mr dash plus Mr double dash for all x belongs to ir. So we can take here f plus g of x, which is less than or equals to Mr dash plus Mr double dash for all x belongs to ir. So this implies what here? If any value is less than some value means, so this is the upper bound of this function. So this implies here Mr dash plus Mr double dash is the upper bound of f plus g on ir. So but we know this Mr is the supremum of or least upper bound of the function f plus g on ir. So we know here this is the supremum means its value is again here Mr is less than or equals to Mr dash plus Mr double dash. So let us multiplying on both sides by delta r. It becomes Mr into delta r, which is less than or equals to Mr dash plus Mr double dash into delta r. Separate the terms and apply sigma from r equals to 1 to n on both the sides here for each term. So we know this is the definition of upper Riemann sum. So here Mr is what here? Mr is the supremum of the function f plus g. So therefore we can take this one as here u of p f plus g, which is less than or equals to sigma r equals to 1 to n Mr dash delta r. Here Mr dash is what here? Mr dash is the supremum of f of x. So it is upf plus this one is here sigma r equals to 1 to n Mr double dash delta r. Mr double dash is what here? It is the supremum of the function g. So it is upg. So this implies here what here? So this implies here upf plus g is less than or equals to upf plus upg. So this is the first result. Let us take second one here. Small mr dash and Mr double dash be the infimum of the functions f and g on ir. And as we know, infimum means all the values are greater than this function here, they greater than this value. So f of x is greater than or equals to Mr dash and g of x is greater than or equals to Mr double dash for all x belongs to ir. Let us add these two. F of x plus g of x is greater than or equals to Mr dash plus Mr double dash for all x belongs to ir. This implies what here? F plus g of x is greater than or equals to Mr dash plus Mr double dash for all x belongs to ir. So that is here we know if any function is greater than this means it is the lower bound. This implies here mr dash plus mr double dash is the lower bound of f plus g on IR. And we know this for this function f plus g, mr is the infimum. Infimum means small value, least value, greatest lower bound of f plus g on IR. So this implies here mr is always greater than or equals to mr dash plus mr double dash. So this implies here mr again multiplying on both sides by delta r on each term and applying sigma, so we will get this one. And we know this is sigma r equals to 1 to n small mr delta r. Small mr means LPF, and this mr is what here, this is the greatest lower bound of the function f plus g. So it is L of p comma f plus g. This is L of p of f because mr dash is the least upper bound of the function f, and this one is LPG because mr double dash is the least upper bound of the function g. So this implies here LPF plus g is greater than or equals to LPF plus LPG. Next, consider WPF plus G is equals to, we know WPF is UPF minus LPF plus G. So we know here, just we have seen here, UPF plus G is less than or equals to UPF plus UPG minus LPF is again here LPF plus G is equals to LPF plus LPG. Again open this bracket, it becomes UPF minus LPF plus UPG minus LPG. We know WPF is nothing but here UPF minus LPF, and WPG is nothing but here UPG minus LPG. This implies here WPF plus G is less than or equals to WPF plus WPG. So this is about this theorem. So here we studied about UPF plus G, LPF plus G and WPF plus G. Now let us take next theorem. Theorem number 5. If f is a function from a comma b to r is bounded function and p comma p dash belongs to p of a comma b such that p is contained in p dash, then first point, LPF is less than or equals to LP dash f, because here p dash is the subset of p, means p dash is contained in p. UPF is greater than or equals to UP dash f. Third one is LPF is less than or equals to LP dash f, and it is less than or equals to, we know LPF is less than P dash f, and it is less than or equals to UPF. So fourth one is UPF minus LPF is nothing but WPF. We know here it is greater than or equals to UP dash f minus LP dash f, and lastly WPF is greater than or equals to WP dash f. Let us take proof here. So let us take the partition. This is common in all the theorems. You have to take the partition, and so P dash means what here? What is given here? What is given? P dash is contained in P. Means P dash is the subset of P here. Let us take P dash. So here P dash is equals to, let us take one more value which is in between. There is some extra value take here. So P dash is equals to x0, x1, etc. up to xn minus 1, psi, xr, etc. up to xn is equals to b. So now let us take supremum, infimum and half for this function. Let us take least upper bound for this function for P dash, mr dash, mr double dash and mr be the infimum of f in this interval. Let us take this interval like this here. Here we have no. Let us we have here xr. Let us take here xr minus 1 comma psi comma xr and xr minus 1 comma xr. So here this in between xr and xr minus 1, xr minus x1, xr minus 1 comma xr, we have taken one more element between that. So you will take here three intervals. So that is here first one is xr minus 1 comma psi, xr minus 1 comma psi, and next one is psi comma xr, and lastly xr minus 1 comma xr. We can divide this interval like this here. So then we know mr. So what is mr here? Mr is the infimum of f in this last one, xr minus 1 comma xr. So here xr in infimum means what? Infimum means minimum value. This value you have to take here. So which is less than or equals to mr dash. What is mr dash? Mr dash is the infimum of this function xr minus 1 comma psi. So it is again what here? It is also same xr minus 1 in this interval. So it is MR is less than or equals to MR dash, and similarly MR is less than or equals to MR double dash. In this interval you have to take here, and similarly if you take supremum, then it is greater than MR is greater than or equals to MR dash, and MR is greater than or equals to MR double dash. Now let us take here the contribution of constitute the least upper bound and least upper bound of this function f, p and p dash of each each subintervals except this xr minus 1 comma xr is the same, and also contribute to lp dash f. So lp dash f is equals to mr dash into psi minus xr minus 1 plus mr double dash xr minus psi. So let us subtract these two here. Subtracting these two, we will get here lp dash f minus lp f is equals to mr dash psi minus xr minus 1 plus mr double dash xr minus psi minus this one here mr into xr minus 1 upon this bracket. And here if you take here, after simplification you will get here lp dash f minus lpf is greater than or equals to 0. So if you solve this one in your notes, I have given notes, if you simplify this you will get this one here. So what this implies here, lp dash f is greater than or equals to lpf. So, or we can take lpf is less than or equals to lp dash f. Similarly for upper Riemann sum we can take here upper Riemann sum upf is equals to, we know, mr into xr minus 1, and up dash f is, we have divided that interval into two subintervals mr dash into psi minus xr minus 1 plus mr double dash xr minus psi. Again take subtraction of these two. If you subtract these two you will get like this here, and this simplification part, you will see in the notes. So that is very easy. You open this bracket and you have to take here, open this bracket and add and subtract one term in this. So you will get here mr into psi, and here also you have to add and subtract mr into psi here. So that is here subtracted and added this psi. After simplification you will get this term here. So what this implies here, upf minus up dash f is greater than or equals to 0. So this implies here upf is greater than or equals to up dash f, or we can take here converse, up dash f is less than or equals to upf. So we have these two here. Now we have lpf is less than or equals to lp dash f, and upf is greater than or equals to up dash f, or up dash f is less than or equals to upf. So and we know that here lp dash f is less than or equals to up dash f, means least upper bound is always less than or equals to this is a lower Riemann sum is always less than or equals to upper Riemann sum. This we studied in the last session. Now combining all the results we have here, lpf is, so here what we have here, we have, in this we have seen here lpf is less than lp dash f. So that is lpf is less than lp dash f, and we have here this lp dash f is less than or equals to up dash f, and we have here up dash f is less than or equals to upf. Combining all these results we can get here like this, that is here lpf is less than or equals to lp dash f, which is less than or equals to up dash f, and it is less than or equals to upf. This is about this result. And last one, we know that here upf is always greater than or equals to up dash f. Take this one as equation number 1. This we have proved here only. And lpf is less than or equals to lp dash f. And we know if you because here this is greater than, to make it greater than you take minus on both sides. We know if you take minus on both sides the inequality changes. For example here we know, for example we have here 5 is less than 6. So if you take here minus 5 on both sides, then see what happens. So minus 5 is always greater than minus 6. So inequality changes if you take negative sign. So here also same thing. LPF is less than or equals to LP dash F. If you take minus on both sides, it reverse this symbol. So minus LPF is greater than or equals to minus LP dash F. Take this one as equation number 2. Now adding equations 1 and 2. Adding these two equations, you will get here UPF minus LPF, which is greater than or equals to UP dash F minus LP dash F. So since UPF minus LPF is nothing but here it is greater than or equals to WP dash F minus LP dash F, and we know this is WPF, that is oscillatory difference, and this one is here, this is also oscillatory WP dash F. So this implies here WPF is greater than or equals to W P dash F. So this is all about this theorem. If you have any doubt, then you can refer the notes and ask me any question. Thank you.